Alrighty, y'all. So it's time. I think it's time that we finally do the comparison. Bready versus Quency. Obviously, Quency and Phantom and Guillotine and Lanilla and the treasure favorite item Helm, where some of the, if not the strongest water DPSs in the game, and they still are, right? They are all still powerful water DPSs, right? But a lot of people did say Quency specifically was originally the best and the strongest water DPS in the game, right? So I do want to do a little comparison with Bready and Quency on the same team. They both have the same type of gear, essentially, overload gear, but like level 0. They're kind of similar in power. Their attack stats are very close as well. Obviously, Bready has the cube and Quency doesn't, so Quency's about to get just a tad bit stronger when I give her a cube. But if you don't know why, Quency is going to work with this comp, because she's also a character that is reliant on distributed damage, right? She does give a lot of buffs towards herself, right? Like after landing 2 normal attacks, she gets all these things, right? When in Explore, root stage 1 is fully stacked, she gets distributed damage continuously, right? And explore root, where is that? Oh, it's this, her second skill, right? Basically when this is fully stacked, so when she does a total like 20 normal attacks, then she will have permanent distributed damage. She does have damage dealt to cores. She's a very, very powerful character. So I'm just going to gear her up and we're going to go into a boss fight with Rappy as our burst 1 character. Right, meaning we do have, cooldown reduction and attack damage buffs, right? And then we're also going to have, Mast and Anchor are distributed damage buffers. So, and they are also just like attack buffers and stuff like that as well. So let's go in there, see what this is looking like. Subscribe and like if you enjoy. Let's go. I did decide to just give her the resilience cube because I why not? I'm really curious about this one. I really don't know. Because I haven't used Quency since she came out, right? Same thing with Phantom, but I do feel like Quency is better than Phantom, so I don't even really want to do the comparison. I could add it into this video if I need to, but we'll see, right? We're gonna have Bready start off her burst skill. Remember, by the 3rd burst skill, they're fully stacked. Mast and Anchor are fully stacked by that 3rd burst skill, right? So let me just take a look at Quency real quick. As you guys see, Quency's damage is outrageous, right? We haven't even used her burst skill and she's already at 17 million damage, right? That's quite crazy. She isn't fully stacked yet. Oh, she is actually. I think she's fully stacked. Yeah, 10 and 10. So she's fully stacked, which means now she has a continuous distributed damage buff, right? Where is that though? What is it called? Sorry. Secure roots or something like that. Yeah, this is permanent, so she technically has an advantage by having a permanent distributed damage buff and then dealing distributed damage, because she's giving herself an extra distributed damage buff and stuff like that. But don't get it twisted, Bready does have her own personal buffs as well, so I do feel like it's fair. So this is what Quency, what is it, we're at 100 but still Quency is like very close to Bready, considering she hasn't even used her burst skill, right? So here Quency used her burst skill, she was at 86 million. Using her burst skill fully stacked up, all the buffs going on here, 86 million to what? To 199 million. So Bready is still higher than Quency here, and Quency used her burst skill. But this burst rotation, we're fully stacked up between like Mast and Anchor. They're fully stacked up here. So yeah, I mean, I think they're gonna be close. I think this is a similar build as well. This is not like, oh, one person has more advantage than the other. This is a very, very similar build. I think Quency just has 1 extra dupe, right? I do believe she has 1 dupe, but other than that, it's quite a fair build, right? Now this is where Quency, they're all fully stacked, right? Quency is at 319 million. Remember, during this entire thing, even though we're not using Bready's burst skill, she does have a lot of this stuff still going off. You see that red strawberry thing? That means her effects are still proc. And she's still higher than Quency. So Quency is getting close to Bready, right? She's getting really close to Bready, but it's like Bready is still just beating her in numbers, but they're very close by. So is Bready the strongest water DPS in the game? Hey, Like, hey, that's, you guys let me know who is the strongest, because they're very close, and that's another thing the comments were saying. The reason why I'm doing this video, a comment did say Quency and Bready are very similar in power, very, very close in power, and it's as clear as day, right? So you could have one of the two as the strongest. I don't even know. No, I think the Quency, or let me just take a look. You can see Quency is 5'10", and Bready is also 5'10", so they're literally equal build on skills. They're equal build on skills, equal build. Obviously their skills are not the same. Like, for example, the level 10 skill for Quency or Bready, like for another character, any character could be just way better than skill 1, you know what I mean? But they're very, very similar, and obviously Quency is not catching up to Bready now, because Bready's just like kind of smoking her. But other than that, I do think these are powerful water DPSs, right? I think Mask and Anchor was exactly what Elysion needed, or just the water code characters, because a lot of the water code characters, especially the DPSs, especially, they're distributed damage characters. That's the one thing. Dorothy, Quency, Phantom, Bready, these are all just distributed damage characters. So having Anchor and Mask be distributed damage buffers, it's really, really helpful. Because I know they didn't make them for, even though Scarlet Black Shadow is a distributed damage buffer, it's, or not buffer, like a distributed damage character, it's like, they didn't make these two for them, or for her. They just did it. Mana is for Scarlet. These two are like for the water DPSs, and it's as clear as day now, right? But you guys can kind of see Bready's now just smoking Quency. She really is just smoking Quency, right? It is what it is. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah. Once they fully stacked up, once Mask and Anchor fully stacked up, Bready has her effect for too long. That's the thing. She has this strawberry effect that's with every full charge. She has that basically permanently the entire game. That's why she's so powerful, right? Like, every time she attacks and you see these strawberry effects coming off the boss, that means she's doing additional damage, right? She's just way too powerful. I'm sorry. She's doing like 200 million. No, not 200 million. She's doing, what is that, 21 million per normal attack? Like around 20, that right there was like 30 million, right? So, hey, yeah, there you go. So almost 1.5 million, or 1.5 billion from Bready, and then 1.135 from Quency. So it's like Bready beat Quency there. Yeah, I could put Phantom in there, but I just don't care to. Like, genuinely, I don't see why I would even want to. Phantom is great and all. Oh, no skills leveled up. There's no point then. Okay, it's fine. But like, it's just, there's no point, because I don't care for Phantom. She just, I don't even see Phantom better than Quency, so it's not, it doesn't make sense for me. But is Bready stronger than Quency? I feel like it could go either way, but obviously in this showcase specifically, Bready did beat Quency, who is just a tad bit stronger in terms of the actual attack stats. But I'm sorry, someone like Bready, who's doing this the entire game, on top of all the buffs she's giving herself when she uses her burst skill, on top of all the buffs she's getting from like Mask and Anchor and Red Hood, or Rappy, my bad. It's just, Quency's getting these exact same buffs from Mask and Anchor and Rappy, but it's like her personal buffs, the hit rate and the attack that stacks is just not better than what Quency has to offer, or what Bready has to offer, which is the attack buff, the attack damage buff, and more attack buffs and more attack damage buff and all that stuff. It's just crazy. So from this video, Bready is more stronger, but you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's your boy Zxous, I'm out. Peace.